Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Slowly but surely, we're heading towards the release of 9.1. Be it June, July, or God forbid, even as far away as August. It's in these times that new players may be wondering, what do I need to do to be ready? What should I be doing in this downtime? Well, in this video we're going to talk about just that. So let's get into it. Now, most videos like this will say, you need to get your cutting edge, you need to get ahead of the curve. Hey, have you got all your Mythic plus 15s done yet? For the mount? Well, go get that done. And don't forget, you can max out your PvP, get a bucket load of Soul Ash for the next wave of Legos coming, do all your dailies for gold. The more work you put in now, the more prepared you are for 9.1. Take off! Now, unless you are a paid professional, unless you're an esports star or you're part of a, cutting-edge world-first raiding guild, WoW is meant to be an enjoyable time away from the stresses of real life. When you log into WoW, you want it to be for a fun experience. Now, don't get me wrong, you may be someone that is goal-driven. You may have achieved all you wanted to achieve. Say you've completed your ahead of the curve. You have your Mythic plus 10 title. And those were your goals. When Shadowlands dropped, you're like, I want to get my head of the curve, and I want to get that title. I'm happy. I've done all I set out to do. And now you're kind of just logging in for, well, something to do. Stop. Stop. Here is the first thing that you can do to get ready for 9.1. Stop playing World of Warcraft. Sorry, what? What was that? Yes, you heard me right. Stop playing World of Warcraft. There is nothing worse than doing something because you feel that you must. Your free time is so important. Far more important than logging in for another 570 Soul Ash or another Revendraft cache that's got some grey items in it. Woohoo! It's better to go play something else. Then come back refreshed, looking forward to what 9.1 has to offer. TBC Classic is almost upon us. Go play that. Plus, there are a ton of other games out there to go and try and have some fun in. Now, you may be saying, but Grim, I don't want to miss out. As you said before, there's new Legos coming. I need Soul Ash for them. Well, my friend, welcome to Catch-Up Mechanics. When 9.1 finally releases, we will have a number of tools to help us catch up. Torghast will be dropping a huge amount of Soul Ash. They've upped it by a ton. Plus, to upgrade your Lego above the level 4, which is our current max, you need a whole brand new currency. This only comes from the higher floors in 9.1, so it can't be farmed at the moment. Eye level, another good example, and another one that people set as a goal. I want my eye level to be super high. On a side note, please don't ever do that. Don't set eye level as your goal. Eye level is a reward from content. So long as you're completing content, eye level and gear will come. Okay? But if you only ever focus on the eye level, you'll never be happy. You'll always want more. So with that out of the way, every new patch or tier eye level increases. The entry level shifts and Blizzard adjusts the line accordingly. So before you may have hit, let's say, level 60, and your eye level's around, let's say, 130. You'd gain some gear, say eye level 48 or 148, eye level 150 from crafting, world quest, whatever. Now, the entry level for Blizzard is going to be item level 200. You can be able to get that for Striga and just world quests in general. The same goes for Renown. We're gaining another 40 levels of Renown, taking us all the way up to 80 levels. No one wants to start from level 1 again. So, in 9.1, you'll be able to jump straight to level 40. All those soul bindings and everything will be unlocked straight away. Fantastic. This helps players wanting to join mid-expansion. They may have heard good things from their friends and just be like, hey, you know what? I'm ready to jump back in for some WoW now. All good. You can just jump straight to that point. It also helps those that want to try out new classes, either because it's needed for your raid team, your M+ team, or your PvP team. Or simply you've just seen somebody playing, I don't know, X amazing class. You're like, that looks crazy fun. I want to try that one out. Now you don't have to worry about the grinding all the way up from 1 Renown. And that leads us perfectly into number 2. Start playing some alts. This downtime waiting for the new content drop is the best time to start leveling a new character. Before this, you had a painful experience trying to unlock soulbinds, conduits, etc. If you had swapped during the early days of expansion, I know because I did it. I went from playing my Warlock, and I think he was like Renown 19, and I swapped over to my DK and start all over again. It was painful. But now you can level a couple of ults, be ready for those juicy 9.1 catch-up mechanics, which will boost your renown, gear, and everything else. Lovely. If you joined Shadowlands or skipped BFA, you may not have the allied races. You can go back and explore how to unlock those, and it's far easier now than it was actually when they released. Then you can level them for that sexy heritage armor. Well, sexy if you're a Tauren, Blood Elf, Nightborn. Not so sure about the goblins. That leads us into number 3. Older content. Should we call it cougar content? No, let's stick to older content. Now, I don't suggest older content to farm gold. Just focusing on gaining gold is swapping one grind, i.e. dailies, for another. And that's the last thing we want. Instead, see what things from past expansions you may want now. They could be transmogs. You could build a new set, have a look, and go, okay, I love this new look. Either for my current character or for one that I've just leveled, talking about ults. Now, where do I need to go? How do I go and farm this? Have a look at the mount book, see what mounts you like. Also, have a look in the achievements tab. There are a ton of fun things to do that reward you in the achievement tabs. You can find titles, mounts, all sorts. An example is I really wanted the title Crash and Thrashing. And I had a look, and all I needed was to get 200 toys. And I was on something like 176. So off I went to find all those missing toys that I needed. I went all over Azeroth. It was an absolute ton of fun. I had a blast doing it. And at the end, I got the tile I wanted, which I still use on my DK. Keep in mind that with our upgrades in Shadowlands, some classes will now be able to head back into BFA content. You'll be able to farm those missing mounts from, say, the Mythic dungeons. You know, the Parrot and that, you can go back and you'll be able to farm those. Also, some raids that previously you might not have been able to do. Example for me was I really struggled to do Nighthold, the Mythic Gul'dan Illidan phase. Now, it's a breeze. I can easily go there. I keep farming it for my DK because I want the appearance. Plus, those juicy mounts. I so want them. That's my fave mount. Anyway, getting sidetracked there. And by doing all of those things, gold will come, just as a simple byproduct of doing them. Running dungeons and raids for mounts and transmogs, you'll get loads of gold. Not as much as you would back in the day, but you'll still get a lot of gold. But it's not the focus. And you'll just turn around and go, oh wow, my gold's really racking up. And I got this cool transmog, and I got these mounts and that. I love it. Now, that's not to say there isn't fun to be had making gold in WoW. I don't want people suddenly going, what are you doing, Grib, you fool? Gold Viking's fun, you do it. Yes, there are whole channels dedicated to the subject on YouTube. But if it's just something that you want to do to fill the time until 9.1, then I find it's far better to have a goal in mind, just say like a mount or a transmog, and then just gold making as a bonus thing on the side. But to be fair, it's whatever floats your boat, whatever you find enjoyment from. Doing this, you may actually get a taste for gold making and be like, yeah, I'm liking this. But up next, we have Storytime. Now, WoW's been around since like 2004. Before that, we had Warcraft. There is so much lore, so many stories. Why not take this time to go after the Lore Master title and the Tabard? Not only will you learn more about this amazing setting, but as an added bonus, when questing at max level, all the experience that you would be getting is changing to gold. Nice, yet more gold in the bank. Again, you don't need to make this a massive grind. If you feel like, hey, you know what, I'm in the mood just to go off to some random zone and just complete the quest there, just chill, put some Netflix on, then that's what I'm going to do. Over time, you will slowly get nearer and nearer each time to completing this achievement. I think I've been working on it now for like 3 years. Each time there's a little bit of downtime in WoW. I did a little bit in BFA. I did a little bit in Legion, and slowly I'm working my way towards Lore Master. Normally, I will say, it's an area that's sort of tied to something I'm reading about in the Chronicles. So I'll go back, read the Chronicles constantly, and I'll be like, oh wow, that's a really cool bit of story and lore that I didn't know about. Let's go back in the game and actually see it for myself, be part of it. The last, and probably the hardest of all of the things that I've said on here, make some friends. Yes, guilds and communities. Now, I don't say make friends is the hardest part just for the lols, just to be mean to people, because we're all geeks and we don't make friends. We have a very vocal but tiny group that make pugging in WoW painful. But even with that, people still fear joining organised groups, and they stay in that horrible pug world. They fear that joining a guild will mean all of a sudden they've gone quiet every time I log in. There's a clique, they're all friends, and I'm an outcast among them. Oh my god, they'll make fun of my DPS or my tanking or my healing. Oh no, the raid leader's screaming at me because I don't know this mechanic. I don't know what to do. And yes, if you've been in guilds for as long as I have, that will happen to you. There is a chance all these things can happen. It is sadly a part of people being near each other and doing stuff together. It just is life. But just like pugging, if it really is something you don't like, you don't enjoy, or there's people in there that you don't like, just step away, just quit. Exactly, if you're in a dungeon that you don't enjoy, or something's going on, you can just quit. If the guild's toxic and you don't enjoy it, you can just move on. And what have you lost? But if you join it and it's a great experience, then you have a hell of a lot to gain. Just maybe you'll meet other people that hate the pug life, that love to complete M+ with you, that want to smash some PvP. Oh, you want to raid? Oh, sure. You can join the B team, it's chill, it's fun, you'll learn it in a nice, comfortable, safe environment. But most of all, and this is by far and away the most important, you will make new friends. And as soon as you have new friends in WoW, everything in WoW becomes better. All of a sudden, those Torghast runs that you were pugging and they were just horrible grinds and people raging. Now, nope, you're having a ball. You're literally crying tears because of just doing Torghast with these people. They will make these times of waiting bearable. You won't even realise you're in the supposed content drought. And you could jump on Discord for some bants as well. Maybe even play some other games with the guild. The downsides to guilds can be solved by, as I said before, simply just quitting the guild. The upsides are friends for life that want the same things as you. Messing up means having a laugh like hyenas instead of somebody raging and quitting. If you're still not sure, then look into some Discords that organise events. There's plenty of them. I will leave some links to the various pages down in the description below. You can click on them and go and have a look. You don't have to talk, but you could join up for maybe some events. The raids, M+, PvP, achievement runs, all sorts of things are available. Just think of it as a baby step. You don't actually have to take your character into a guild. You can just sit back and get a kind of feel for the environment and see how beneficial it can actually be. Now, I hope this video helped if you're new to WoW in some way and you're worried about, oh, I need to tick all the boxes for 9.1. Blizzard time gate nowadays a lot. So yeah, you can farm all day, every day until 9.1, but really, it won't gain you that much. Except the need to rage on Twitter about, my god, how much WoW's sucking the life out of you. So don't be that person. Instead, log in because there's something you want to do. There's something you find fun in this amazing world. And if you don't have that, then hey, take a break from the game. There's nothing wrong with that. We will welcome you back with open arms in 9.1. But that is enough for me, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all for watching. Stay safe, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Ladies, everyone.